Hey guys, what's up? See, I'm here and I'm here with your very important topic again. And like most of you know, yesterday we were, done with glucose section. So we now have to, move with the fructose, right? And I hope you have, studied each and every part I tried to make you go about the glucose because that was the major part of the carbohydrate. Fructose is going to be a small part, but there will be some, some part quite similar to that of the glucose. But this is going to be, again a short lecture where I will try to make you go with some of the very important fact, or I should say every fact about the fructose. So what facts I remember about fructose? The first thing I remember is that it has a molecular formula. It has a molecular formula of C6H12O6. And that's not something new, you already know that. Second thing, about fructose is that, it is a six-membered carbon compound with keto group on second carbon. So what that means? Fructose is also a six-membered, carbon compound, and it has a ketone group, which in glucose was a aldehyde, and this ketone group is on the second position from the upside. Now the question is how actually this was concluded that the ketone group is on the second one and not on the third, fourth, and all. So the answer is that based on the chemical reaction, this was determined. So on the basis of chemical reaction, right? So on the basis of the chemical reaction, it was found that the second carbon has a keto group, right? So this is the second important thing. Let's talk about the third one. It's also a D series member. It is also a D series member. Right? What that mean? It is similar to dextrorotatory glyceraldehyde in terms of structure. So that's why it is also named as D-fructose. Let me tell you what this D is. A D before the name of glucose and fructose represent that the glucose and fructose, they both are structurally similar to one of the isomer of glyceraldehyde, which is dextrorotatory, right? I'm repeating again. D represent to the dextrorotatory glyceraldehyde, which is a compound, and that compound has similar structure what we have for fructose, and for glucose, right? In case you need, let me draw that here. If you remember, this is what glyceraldehyde is. C, you have a C here, this OH is on the right and this H is on the left, and this last one is CH2OH, and this is called plus glyceraldehyde. So what I'm trying to say, because fructose has structural similarity with the dextrorotatory glyceraldehyde, so it has been assigned, D before its name. So that's why it's called a D series member. The fourth important thing about fructose is that it is levorotatory. It is levorotatory. Levorotatory. Right? Unlike glucose, which was a dextrorotatory, fructose is a levorotatory compound. Right? Okay. Now, what next we have? Structure and naming. Structure and naming. Okay, so I'm taking this space here. So the structure of fructose is, the first carbon, you have 6 carbon in chain. 1, 2, 3, you have 4 and 5, and finally you have, 6 carbon here, and that 6th one is in the form of CH2OH. Similarly, this one is also in the form of CH2OH. So this is again achiral, this is also achiral. On the second, on the second carbon, you have a ketone group. And rest is absolutely similar to that of the glucose. So you have OH here, you also have OH here. But if you remember, the third carbon had OH on the left side in glucose. What that means? There is a H here, similarly H again, and there is H again here. Right? So this is the structure of the, open structure of the fructose. Now the question is, what is its name? So definitely, because it's levorotatory and it's from the D series, so the name is going to be D, right? And then a minus sign which represent to levorotatory and fructose. So this is the, naming and structure of the fructose. I hope I made you clear. Let's repeat back here. D represent to structural correlation with one of the isomer of glyceraldehyde. Minus represent its levorotatory nature, and of course it's originally called fructose. And this is the structure. What is the structure? The first carbon, which is achiral, the last one is also, they are achiral and they are in the form of CH2S. The second carbon has a ketone group, the third one has OH, and rest of the thing is similar to the glucose. One more thing, I am repeating this second point, that how do we get to know that it has a second carbon keto group? And this actually information is coming from the chemical reaction and chemical behavior. So based on the chemical behavior of the glucose, there is a keto group on the second position from the upside. Right? So these are some of the basics about the fructose. In the next lecture, I will tell you about its cyclic development and rest of the things related to the fructose. So with this, I must wind this here, and I would say thanks for watching, take care and good night.